Hey everybody, this is my Juan coming to you to tell you about my Unlearned project. I'm going to tell you about a project that I've been doing for class, for my equity in schools and workplace class. I had to go through, myself and figure out a bias that I was holding against a certain group of people, and I found that bias, and I'm going to just give it to you straight. My freshman year, I was, heading to Burger King, and I figured myself to be a pretty generous person. So on my way inside the parking lot, I saw a homeless man outside, and he had a hungry please help sign. And so as I rode in the parking lot, I was like, I have enough money to feed myself. I might as well feed him too. I mean, I'm not saying that this is an everyday occurrence, but I guess I was feeling joyous and happy that day and in a giving spirit. So that day I decided to buy this man some food. From then, I went inside the Burger King and I bought some food. I bought me some food. I even bought him a whole meal. But once I came out of the restaurant, I approached him and I tried to hand him the food, and he was like, "No, do you have money?" And I was like, wow. I tried to give this man a service, and he wanted money instead. And me being me, I got upset immediately. I left the scene. I didn't say another word to him. I actually took the food that I had offered him anyway, because he said he wasn't hungry, he just wanted money. And so on my way home, I'm thinking, wow, how could he be so mean and rude to not accept the generous offer that I'm giving him? And so from then on, in my mind, I'm like, homeless people are ungrateful. And so from then on, I never gave to a homeless person again. And that's my bias against homeless people. I did feel that they were ungrateful, and I based that off one person, and I knew that was not the right thing to do. And so in addressing this issue, I know that I had to come to grips with it and to make sure to find out the true facts and not just base my views of these certain individuals off one person, because I know that's a stereotype, and I know that I was wrong for doing that. It just took this class for me to actually come together and gather my thoughts in my brain to actually attack this issue, and I'm glad that it did. So in starting this process of addressing this issue and unlearning this bias, first off, I addressed it to the public. I addressed it to you guys. I addressed it to my homegirl, my friend Bernica. I wrote it down. I made sure that I realized, and once I wrote it down, I really saw that I was very ignorant and selfish in the way that I let everything go and just base my opinions of the people off one person, because that's how stereotypes get started in the first place. From there, I decided that I was gonna try this again. I decided that I was gonna make an effort, to go into these same different types of restaurants, these fast food restaurants per se, specifically McDonald's and Burger King, and I was gonna go and I was gonna feed a homeless person who was standing outside, and I was going to talk to him and see if they use drugs or would they rather prefer money than food, and if food was the only option, what would they do? And so in doing my research, I did find 5 individuals. Not at my next 5 times going. It took me about 8 or 9 tries to go. But after I found 5, I realized when I questioned them about using drugs and that sort of thing, I mean, some of them admitted to using drugs, but they were happy to take the food anyway. I believe 4 out of 5 of them were happy to take the food no matter what. And so me basing my opinion off that one person was bad, because I only saw one perspective of the whole situation. That was only one greedy person, or one, person who was ungrateful in this, and it didn't reflect the whole population. And I feel I was selfish for that, and that I could do more to help out. And so after I learned this and after I did my little experiment, if you want to call it that, I decided that I needed to begin helping people again. And so I made an effort to help out any, homeless person in whatever way possible. It doesn't always have to be money or food, but in whatever